lot of cat fur on this.
Why do you have so much cat fur on your microphone?
Because of my cat. She's always jumping up.
Is your cat like scratching its back on your mic?
She rubs her face on it.
Your cat is a bitch.
She is, though. She don't like you either, don't worry.
Tell your cat to stop being so needy.
She's needy. She can't help it.
Does she get it from her mother?
Absolutely not.
No?
I'm like the least needy person.
I don't know. A lot of women say that they're not needy, but then
it's a complaint I receive that I'm not like
you're not needy enough.
I'm too like people think that I'm not interested because I'm not all up on their fucking grill.
Wait, you just said people think that you're not interested because you're not.
Basically.
You just busted yourself out.
Nah, I didn't say that. I said because I'm not like on their grill.
That's what you know, some people, they like to show love in ways that they would hope that the person that they're interested in, like, you know,
well, I think that's very true. Like people try to love one another in their own love language and not the person's love language.
So you read that book, The Love Language?
No, I refuse.
But you've heard of it.
I've heard of it, but I also for me it's like common sense, kind of like the way that like learning styles, right? Mm-hmm. Not everybody is a visual learner. Not everybody can just learn by being told something. Everybody has a different way that they receive information and communicate, and so like same principle applies to love languages, I think.
Yeah, for sure. So back to what I was going to say is, do you read at all?
No, I can't read.
Are you serious?
I'm just kidding. Go on.
You should get some audiobooks if you don't like to read.
No, I don't really like audiobooks that much. I don't like to read on a screen either. I like to read actual books, like in hand.
You want to know what my problem with audiobooks are?
What?
The people reading it are like super lame.
Yeah.
Like it'll be some guy and he sounds like this. Today, Johnny went on a walk, and like, no, bro, I can't listen to you for fucking 10 chapters. I'm gonna fucking shoot myself.
Well, they try to have the person who wrote it like record the audio for it. Some people don't have the voice for it.
I heard one with 50 Cent, and 50 Cent was doing the audio. I could get down to that a little bit of, my screen is shaking a little bit. Sorry. I could get down to some 50 Cent reading the audiobook.
You know who will never read an audiobook?
Who?
or like record an audiobook maybe?
Tell me.
Floyd Mayweather.
Hey, Floyd Mayweather really can't read. That's crazy.
It fucking blows my mind.
But that motherfucker sure can make some money.
But it's like funny, but it's sad. And then who cares, right? Because he's like already got his fucking shit. So
I mean, if you got that many millions in the bank, do you really need to read?
Sounds like he can count, though.
You could pay somebody to read for you. Hey, look, I'm gonna pay you a couple $100 a day.
Read me a bedtime story.
Read me a bedtime story and read all of the shit that I need read to me. I would do it if I had like $1 million in the bank. You know what? Let me take that back. I do. I got $1 million, $100 million in the bank.
Manifest.
We're putting it out there. Yes. You got to. But no, real shit though. Like you could really hire people to do pretty much anything at that point, right?
For sure.
Because with $100 million in the bank, I mean, you should have a lot of investments making money for you. Like your money is going to be.
Well, I'm sure he doesn't have stupid people in his circle. You know what I mean?
Well, he might. Well, actually, probably not. I mean, you don't hear him in the headlines or nothing like that. And usually, if you got stupid people in your circle, you're going to end up in some headlines.
Dumb shit. Yeah.
I don't understand when NFL players and anybody who has like a really cool thing going on for them, how they end up getting in trouble and shit like that. Like, dude, like whatever your past was, once you move on from that point. Like, you got to just fucking cut people off at that point. You got to make a change, and you can't be out there getting in trouble and getting arrested and things like that. I don't get it.
Well, that's like one of the things, like when they pay these players who are oftentimes very young substantial amounts of money. You know, they're new, they're getting money. Our schools aren't set up to like teach, you know, financial literacy. So they're buying shit that they'd never been able to buy before, all these things. And that was like one of my things with the Raiders going to Las Vegas. I'm like, you're really gonna put a bunch of young players with money in
those
Vegas?
Motherfuckers are gonna be going
on.
They're gonna be at the strip club every day, every night. They're gonna be
a lot of STDs.
Well, there's already a lot of STDs in Las Vegas.
I'm sure, but like players, come on, there's jersey chasers galore. Are you serious?
You've heard the saying, what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas,
except herpes and HIV, dog.
Ooh, that HIV. You don't want that HIV.
You don't want that HIV.
Hey, people are living with the HIV these days, though. They got medications that take care of that.
Yeah, thankfully for people, they have that option these days, because that was a death sentence back in the day.
Well, yeah, because HIV, it becomes...
Now it's like diabetes. You can live. You just got to change a few things.
It becomes AIDS after a while, right? Like if you don't treat it, it becomes AIDS. Oh, and man, how scary. Yeah, how fucking scary. Well, good thing there's a lot of things to prevent that these days. You know, that's one thing I don't get about people wearing masks is, all right, these motherfuckers are serious about wearing masks right now, but you're not putting on a condom when you go and have sex.
They got the mask on and nothing on, and they're like,
yeah. Like, how you gonna have a mask on, but you're not strapping up the Jimmy when you go?
It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense to me.
It doesn't make sense. As a matter of fact, it makes no sense for you to be doing that, and you're definitely not going to be doing that if you're in the friend zone.
No. You don't even have the option to do that in the friend zone. That's the no bone zone.
The no bone zone.
The no bone zone.
You know,
that's a terrible zone. Friend zone.
How do I feel about the friend zone? I think that the friend zone is off limits, because like once you get put in the friend zone, you got to just end the friendship, because at that point you've been rejected, denied, and you know, because there's nothing worse than like being attracted to a chick and then like she just doesn't want to fuck with you, you know, like she's just friend zoning you. Like, damn,
she'll hang out with you and do date shit, but then you're not her man either.
Man, there's nothing worse than having no swag, man. You gotta read a book or something. You know, there's a lot of, you know, since we're already talking about books, The Art of Seduction is a really fucking good book. And if you haven't read The Art of Seduction out there, I would highly recommend it, especially if you don't got game. And it puts you on so many levels that you'll probably never end up in the friend zone. But yeah, I mean, if you get friend zone, man, you got to just dust yourself off and try again, because you're fucked.
Funny story. So I'm at the beach this weekend with a few people, and one of the guys that was there invited a chick. And so she comes with a guy. And so late as the day progresses and we go back to the house, and it became very, very clear that the guy that she came with was friend zone guy, right? He like was her ride there.
Oh, not alcohol. The ride.
Oh. yeah, brought the alcohol, you know, hung out, was doing
wait. The guy that gave her a ride also brought the alcohol?
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
well, some of it. Yeah, and then, but the guy that invited her liked her too, because I mean, he invited her, right? And it's his house that we go to. You know, he's one of the people who live there.
All right, hold on, time out, just so I'm clear. So the guy, he invites a chick. Could we
came with a guy?
You may not want to put the.
We'll give him. Can
we do fake names or something?
Names, okay?
This will help. Yeah.
So me, and then 3 guys who are roommates. We'll call them Jack,
Larry, Harry,
Jim, and
John.
Jose.
Jack, Jim, and Jose.
Jack, Jim, and Jose. Okay.
All of those names are very relevant in my life. That's crazy.
I know. That's why I chose them. And so Jack, Jim, and Jose are there, right? I'm
All
there
right.
and I'm kicking it with Jack. And Jim and Jose are just there, bacheloring it up. And Jim invites, we'll call her
Jill.
Sally. Sally.
Sally.
That girl.
That girl.
That's
Oh
right.
my God. Great minds think alike.
So
Damn.
Jim invites Sally. Sally brings Harry.
All right.
Okay. So Harry is clearly Sally's friend. Harry is the ride. He's the alcohol plug. He brought
Does
her
it
the
seem
stuff.
like Harry wants a little bit of Sally?
Harry totally wants Sally. So then all of us go back to Jim, Jack, and Jose's house. They have like a really epic bachelor pad near the coast. Super dope.
Right.
They got everything, right? They got the hot tub.
Right.
So after the beach, hot tub sounds good.
Yeah.
We got the hot tub, and
sounds like a mood. Got the hot tub going, got some drinks, nighttime.
Even though Jim is the one who invited Sally, she hasn't really paid him that much attention. She hasn't really paid Harry any attention.
Who's she paying attention to?
Jose.
Oh, fucking Jose.
The one who's like a total mess. Like,
damn.
And at the end of the night, we're like, Jim left. Harry left. He called himself an Uber because he was, and Sally stayed. Me and Jack were there. And the next day, in the morning, Sally comes out of Jose's room.
Oh, fuck.
Total walk of shame.
Sally. How could you do that to Harry and what was the other guy's name? Jim and Harry. Fuck, man. So let me ask you this. Where do you, like, from your perspective, think that Jack or, damn, I'm getting a name.
Jim and Harry went wrong because they lacked confidence. I think that any guy or woman, right?
Could have
something that's Sally? Really attractive. Yeah, if she's looking for it, she's going to go with a guy who's like, sup, like isn't afraid to talk to her or initiate contacts or anything like that. So do you confidence is key.
So do you think Jose just he was dumb enough to be able to say
beer balls, whatever? Yeah, he was just going for it. He was like,
beer balls. What's beer balls?
Liquid courage.
Man, liquid courage is a great thing,
It's a motherfucker for sure.
It is a great thing.
I think that I was like shouting right now. I think that the most confident man is the one who is going to attract, because he's not afraid to initiate anything, whether it's a conversation or whatever. You know what I mean? And
for sure.
I think that the ones who lack it, like Harry, you could tell because he was always very like unsure of himself when he's there. He's like moving like that, his hands all, and Jim was just like, he's not gonna try anything. He's just if it happens, it happens kind of guy. Like he wanted probably her to initiate that, and she's not gonna do that.
You know what's fucked up about that is the Harrys of this world. They're probably the guy that is, like the nice guy. Probably she should get with.
That's who she should marry. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Harry's that guy. And
Harry's the one you marry.
And Jose's probably the one with the STD.
Probably.
Damn.
Probably. I don't want to assume.
Oh wait, but these people personally, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Well, I won't dig too much on the STD part, but you did kind of said it a little bit.
I know.
Fuck, man.
Uh-oh. My cat woke up.
Dude, I thought you were getting rid of the cat for the pod.
I was, but she was sleeping so pretty and I couldn't. So
are you serious? Are you one of those crazy cat ladies?
I am.
That's all bad, dude. That's crazy.
She's about to go out of my room right now. So
All right, so let's do it. Fuck one, marry one, kill one. Who you got for me?
oh god.
Next week will be your turn. I'll have 3 guys for you. Do you have 3 girls for me today?
I do.
Fuck you, cat.
I just
What's
threw
your
her out
cat's
of my
hey,
room.
what's your cat's name again? I forgot.
Her name is Renesmee Michaela.
I'm fucking done. Pod over, everybody. I'm out of here. She has a real human for the fucking cat. All right, see you, everybody. What? Into the pod already?
No, I got 2 kittens when my daughter was 5, and my daughter named them, and one of them is Renesmee Michaela, who's alive and here today. And last summer, my cat Hermione Kingsley passed away. So
oh man,
she was.
I'm sorry.
They were both named by my daughter, who Renesmee and Michaela are from Twilight and Transformers. And then Hermione Kingsley is Harry Potter and like I think Alice in Wonderland or something.
Damn, so that's how you came up with the cat name.
That's how she came up with them. She was 5. She named them.
I think it's so funny whenever people have like actual real human names for their animals. Like I went to my boy's house one time and his dog was like Charles or some shit, and I was like, your dog's name is Chuck? Chuck? That's Chuck? Get out of here, man. That shit is too funny.
Sam,
yeah, you can't call your pets like human names. That shit is fucking weird, man.
It is weird. Okay, so
give it to me now. Sorry.
So I was thinking of being really cruel to you and choosing people. Fuck one, marry one, kill one. Tilda Swinton, Rumor Willis, and Sarah Gilbert.
All right. Excuse me for not knowing any of these bitches.
They're not bitches.
Not to call women bitches, but the bitches love it. Whose lyric is that? That's a good lyric. Oh, that's a Drake lyric. Shout out.
Is it?
Shout out Drizzy. Yeah.
He Champagne said that Pappy.
He said that on Aston Martin music.
Oh, Aston Martin music.
You know I'm a music head.
I'm a music
head. All right, so let's I know what Rumor Willis looks like. So who did you say? Tilda
Swinton.
Tilda Swinton. All right, well, off top, 59-year-old Tilda Swinton. Let me go to the next one first, because you are kind of cruel. What the fuck? What the fuck are you doing? All right, so
I picked like random people.
All right, and then who's the next one?
You already saw Rumor Willis. Sarah Gilbert.
Sarah Gilbert. All right. Let's see.
Okay, so I used to pick people
what kind of
I used to play this game with my brothers, and I would pick like Roseanne, Rosie O'Donnell, and like Bette Midler or something. I used to do that to them. So you're welcome.
All of these women. Let me control myself on the B word, because women.
I can say bitches.
You can say bitches, but not me.
Mm-hmm.
Well, women out there, when I say bitches, like I don't mean it in like a cruel
it's a term of endearment.
It's a term of endearment, and I'm not trying to be rude or nothing like that. I would never ever say call you all bitches in like a rude way. Just know that. All right, I'm a nice guy, right, Stella? I'm a nice guy.
He's got his moments.
I might come off douchey once in a while, but I'm not douchey. I'm a cool guy, cool dude, really sensible. Anyways, enough about me. Let's talk about Sarah Gilbert, Tilda Swinton, and Rumor Willis. Excuse me. I can't believe you gave me that 3 though. Like I thought you were gonna give me some like hot model chicks or something like that. Didn't know you were gonna do this to me. Well, Rumor Willis. I
didn't want it to be too easy.
Dude, this is hard.
All
right, so off top, Rumor Willis, just because she's the youngest of the 3, I'm gonna have to make that the one I fuck. That's gonna be my fuck for sure, because I mean,
even if all you see is Die Hard,
Willis?
Yeah,
I mean, I'm definitely gonna have Bruce Willis in the back of my mind.
He's gonna be like
fuck,
Mean
man.
mugging.
I mean, it is kind of tough because she does look a lot like Bruce Willis. So I don't know if I can unsee it. It'll be kind of weird to me, but I mean, off of the three, I mean, you
She's
made it
still
kind of
really
easy on the
beautiful.
fuck
She's got
one.
like her
She
mom's
is
eyes.
beautiful. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. No, she's definitely beautiful.
Yeah.
Her mom is Demi
More.
Moore. Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. I mean, I think she's good looking. I just don't know if I could unsee Bruce Willis. But still, out of the three that you gave me, I'm definitely gonna have to go with Rumor Willis on the fuck. The Mary, who's got the bigger net worth? Hold on, let's find out.
Oh my God.
Hold on, 35 million for Sarah Gilbert, and let's see, Tilda Swinton net worth. I would be doing this search on the actual video right now, but I'm not sure what I've been googling lately, so we're gonna we're not gonna
He
do
doesn't
that
want to
right
out
now.
his search history.
No, I gotta clear that. All right, yeah. So Sarah Gilbert, I'm gonna marry because she has more money according to these net worths on the internet. I mean, I don't know how accurate they are, but yeah. So
So you're gonna kill Tilda,
unfortunately, yeah. I
the
mean, I
Ice
wouldn't want to
Queen
kill
from
nobody,
Chronicles
but
of
damn,
Narnia?
this is a cruel game. Man. Why couldn't you have gave me like Anna Cherry or
Anna Cherie.
Rihanna? Cherie, is that how you say her name?
Yeah, I think so.
She's so hot. She is definitely my IG crush. Anna Cherie. Why can't we just call her Cherry?
No,
I would
we
I would
can't.
love to
I'm more of a
marry.
Tiana fan. Tiana
Who's
Gregory.
Tiana? Tiana Gregory?
Hmm.
She pretty hot.
She's hot.
I don't think I know who Tiana
And
Gregory is.
Chrissy Cella.
Christy Chella?
Chrissy Cella.
Let me look her up real
Do you want me
quick.
to send you her?
No. Chella. Let me see.
It's CELA. Chrissy CELA. Pronounced Cella.
CELA.
Yeah.
Oh wait. Why did some porn just pop up? That's weird. See, everybody, this is why I'm not doing searches on the actual video right now. I was on Pornhub earlier, low key, just playing.
He's not playing.
It's not coming up. I don't know what she looks like. Next week, I'm gonna get you good though. Next week, I'm gonna get you so fucking good. But I don't know. I feel like for women, it'll be easier. Fuck one, marry one, kill one. Because
how is it easier?
Because women are fucking gold diggers. They're gonna off top go for the one with the most money.
I've been broke my whole life, so money don't impress me.
You almost made me spit out my drink.
Good, you deserve it. Trying to call me a gold digger.
Hey, check it out. There's nothing wrong
my
with
own gold.
Oh, that's good. You should have your own gold.
I do. It's not very much of it, but I have some.
Bling bling, bitches.
Mm-hmm. More of a silver gal, anyways.
A silver gal?
Or a white gold.
I like white gold.
I do too.
That's what wifey has. She has the white gold wedding band.
Nice. Good choice. I'm here for it.
Yeah, she's been spoiled by daddy.
Nice. By daddy, I'm sure you're meaning yourself.
Of course I'm meaning myself.
You're not her daddy, you're her husband. Don't be weird.
That's not being weird.
I don't know. I've had like guys ask me to call them daddy or papi or something, and I was like,
that sounds so weird. You said papi?
Weird.
Don't say papi. That sounds weird coming from you. I don't know. Certain words, some people I can't hear them say. Maybe some guys would like to
I call my son papi.
For real? Well, that's not weird. That's not weird. Or papa, calling like your son
or something, like
I don't know about pops. Pops, saying pops is for like grandpa or something like that.
No, I call my son that too. But that's like one of the reasons why I'm not calling a dude that. That's weird. Like, you're not my dad, homeboy. So chill.
You know what I think made it weird is all of this incest porn that there is these days on the internet.
There's incest porn. Actually, I did hear about this. One of my friends told me that there are porn like skits where it's
Mm-hmm.
like mother son. Obviously, they're not actually
Yeah.
mother and son, but or like father daughter. I'm like, who the fuck searches that? Who searches for that? That is weird.
That's all that pops up. If you ever
Weird.
if you ever want to see some weird shit, just log on to pornhub.com, and I'm serious. All they have in their search, not even in the searches, but like in the main algorithm, is
Yeah.
all it says porn, like sister wanted to get freaky, or stepsis wanted to get freaky, or stepmom, or stepdad decided to have sex with step. It shit is so weird, and
That is super weird.
and it just kind of shows what these fucking weirdos are looking for. It actually fucks it up for me. Like if I ever want to go and look at some porn, I go on there and I'll see like a hot chick, and then I try not to read the titles because the titles really, really fuck it up for me.
Like if you get turned on by the thought of a mother-son fucking or a father-daughter fucking, like I worry about
It's
you.
weird.
I worry about your mental health, and
I definitely do too.
I probably would not be comfortable with you having children.
No.
That's
You know
super
what?
fucking weird.
Since we're talking about like grown men and children right now, I kind of wanted to talk about I mean I don't mean to like use that as a reason why I'm thinking about this, but it's just something that's out there right now. You know the comedian Chris D'Elia?
Mm-hmm.
I might be saying his name wrong. It might be Delia or
I think
Delia.
it's Dalia. What
Right
about him?
now, there's allegations from some young chicks claiming that he was soliciting nudes from them over email over the last few years, and it's pretty big news right now.
That is unfortunate.
It's very unfortunate,
That is
man.
super unfortunate because I like him. Like I
Me
think he's
too.
funny. I've listened to him in interviews and his own podcasts, and he just seems like a really like decent guy.
I really hope that it's not true.
That is super disappointing.
I'll go ahead and read one of these articles about it and kind of enlighten everybody on what the news is about this. You know, it kind of caught.
Chris D'Elia denies numerous allegations of sexually harassing underage girls. That's sucky.
That's very sucky. I hope
What
it's not
website
true,
is this that you're scrolling right now?
It is EW.com. So
okay. Is that Entertainment Weekly or something?
It was one of the top searches on Google.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I think you're right. Entertainment Weekly. So I'll go ahead and read it for all of you so that you know what the news is on Chris D'Elia. It says comedian Chris D'Elia has responded to multiple allegations of sexual misconduct that emerged on Twitter Tuesday night. Numerous women accused D'Elia of grooming, sexually harassing, and soliciting nude photos from them when they were teenagers, some claiming they were as young as 16 at the time of the alleged incident. I know I have said and done things that might have offended people during my career, but I have never knowingly pursued any underage woman at any point, D'Elia told TMZ. All of my relationships have been both legal and consensual, and I have never met or exchanged any inappropriate photos with the people who have tweeted about me. That being said, I am really, truly sorry. I was a dumb guy who absolutely let myself get caught up in my lifestyle. That's my fault. I own it. I've been reflecting on this for some time now, and I promise I will continue to do better. If you all want to see that article, I'll put the link in the information on this episode. But I kind of want to talk about that actually really quick. I feel like, I mean, if it did happen, I mean, damn, man, that's really bad and really sad and all of those things. But could it be possible that maybe some, girls were making leads towards him, and maybe they look of age, and maybe he was flirting with them over messages? What do you think?
I mean, coming from a woman who has had my fair share of shitty things, right? and who has also been a teenager, who always thought when I was in my late teens, probably 16 or 17, when you're that young and older men pursue you, you don't view it as something that's like, oh, they're predators. Like, you believe the shit that they say, you know? But also, there are women that I've known in my life who've been underage, who don't look underage, who will lie about how old they are to continue to pursue relationships with men who are older. Um, I don't want to say that I don't believe these women or whoever these girls are, because I think that that's a huge problem, that people don't believe girls and women when they say these things. Um, so I want to assume that they are not lying about it, which sucks because I I'm like in shock about that. Actually, like I thought he was a decent guy, but
For sure.
sometimes people make mistakes and they do shitty things, and I want to hope that he did these things without knowing actual ages. If he did know ages, it's fucking shitty. But
He seems like somebody who has his shit together though, and
oh, for sure, he doesn't even drink alcohol. Like, he
I didn't
came
know
from
that.
a,
Yeah.
he doesn't drink alcohol. He came from
Mhm.
a really good family. He talks about this all the time. Like, he has no like childhood trauma or anything like that. And that's what like they like make fun of kind of in the comedy world, because a lot of comedians say that their material comes from their pain and their trauma, right? Like, these are the stories that they share with you. And he's like, I don't really have anything bad to talk about. So
I really fucking can't stand cancel culture these days because let's say he didn't do all of these allegations and let's say maybe he did communicate with these girls, but he didn't know their age. Maybe they were coming off as older. Maybe they told him he was older, but now these days, these girls, they can get so much and garner so much attention online. They know that if they go ahead and put out this information, they're going to get a ton of attention. I think that's really fucking nasty. And then immediately cancel culture is like, oh, he did it. Let's fucking cancel him. He's a fucking pedophile before they even know the real story. And then by the time the real story comes out, there's already some other hype that everybody's on. Then they forget about it. But in the back of their mind, whenever they hear Chris D'Elia, they're not even going to know what the update on the story is. They're just going to think, oh, now he's a pedophile and he was getting at these girls. Like, the internet is really, really weird in that kind of way with cancel culture these days.
for sure.
And people do a lot of nasty things for attention. Again, I think that if he did do it, then shame on you, D'Elia. I mean, that's some fucked up shit. But if you didn't, man, I hope that the truth comes to light, and I hope that everybody knows the truth when the truth does come to light.
Yeah. I just think that with that whole Me Too movement and time is up and everything, first of all, I'm not going to sit here and say that there aren't women out there who have lied about shit like this. There's shitty people out there who have lied about this kind of stuff. It's not fucking okay to lie about something like that. Like, that is a shitty thing to do. And it's a slap in the face to people who it actually happens to, who don't get believed because of liars, right?
Right.
But I also don't want to, I want to assume they're not lying, because lying about that is shitty. And so, and I want people who have these shitty things happen to them to be believed when they say it happens. So I'm not necessarily canceling Chris D'Elia, not until I know the truth. And I think that that's where you're kind of speaking to with cancel culture, is that they'll automatically cut people off and shut it down before the truth is even actually out. Um, so I'm not canceling him yet until I know for sure that he did do it. But at this point, I'm going to believe the girls and just hope that he didn't know their age. I don't know.
I really hope so too.
Sucks.
I
Super
mean,
sucks.
I guess we'll it's to be determined. We'll see what happens. Hope the best for you though, Chris D'Elia, man, because you're one of the most talented comedians out there. And I just watched his most recent Netflix special, and man, it was fucking good.
I
But
watched
damn,
it too. But I also hope that these girls, they find some healing, some therapy,
absolutely.
some counseling,
If
the
that is
peace
indeed
that
what
they
happened,
need.
100%.
And even if it didn't, if you're one of the people who lie about that, you need therapy. You know what I mean? Like,
For sure. I mean,
so.
hey, man, like if that definitely happened, man, then for sure, I really hope for the best, and I hope for healing and all those things. I mean, I got a daughter, so
Me too.
that's something I would never want to happen to her for some creep.
And I would believe her if she told me.
Especially like a celebrity creep. Like if they're a celebrity and they got this
Mhm.
kind of power and they know that they can manipulate people just because of their status, that's even worse, man.
Whack as fuck.
Super whack.
whack.
Speaking of comedians, I wanted to kind of touch on this really quick. I wanted to talk about the Dave Chappelle 846. Did you see
that
it?
was brilliant.
I thought it was really fucking good too. And I thought, I mean, who knows how long the set actually was, and if he did like a comedy set and then went into the 846 and then they cut it down to that. I don't
I think it was
know
like
how
20
they did.
something minutes long.
Right. So maybe it was longer than that.
846 was the amount of time that they were kneeling on George Floyd.
Right.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
no, what I'm saying is that 27-minute segment that they put on YouTube,
It's probably
like
from
it
like an
could
hour and a half long
it
or
could have
2
been
hour
like
thing. Yeah.
exactly. It could, but I'm glad that they only showed the part that really mattered at the
It was
time.
really good.
And like he had a scarcity of jokes in there, but he did, just enough to kind of get a few chuckles. But man, he was making a lot of sense with everything he was talking about. And who knows how polished that set really was when he went to go do it. But man, I thought it was really good. Actually, I
He's
watched it more than once.
brilliant. Yeah, for sure. And I think the last, like, all his recent stuff on Netflix and stuff too, like Dave Chappelle he's funny and he's good at fucking around and being silly and doing all those things, but the man is incredibly intelligent
Do you think
and
he's
he's very
elevating?
articulate.
Do you think he's elevating from comedian to like another level of?
I think this is who he's been all along, because even like his jokes, like Chapelle show and things like that, there still was these like political undertones, you know what
Right.
I mean? And like, and serious issues, but making light of them in a way that people will receive them, and I think that he's really good at that, and he's always been really good at that.
I want to shout you out too, by the way, for being so active in like finding information on the Black Lives Matters issues and everything, and being vocal and putting all that stuff out there on your Instagram. Good shit.
Like I said, it's always been me, dog.
It's always been you.
It's who I am.
You always got to stay true to yourself.
Yep, and I am for the people, all the people except for racist people. You guys fucking suck, and I'm not for you.
No, fuck racism. Fuck it, man.
Yeah.
So how long? All right, everybody. So thank you for tuning in for the Side Friend Chronicles. We are very appreciative for the side friends and our 30 views on YouTube that we got on our
We're moving up. We're moving up.
We're moving on.
We
up,
went from 2 to 30. That's
Make
progress.
sure, for sure. Oh yeah, progress. Any progress is good
Moving
progress,
on
and
up.
we're moving on up.
There you go.
Hey, but real talk. Make sure you all follow us on Instagram.
Side Friend Chronicles.
Yes, Side Friend Chronicles on Instagram. Go on Spotify, follow the pod. We're dropping every Tuesday like
Every
clockwork.
Tuesday.
So do not forget, we're doing this show every week. We want you all to tune in. We want you all to leave comments on YouTube. Leave comments on
Join
the
us.
conversation. Ask
Say
questions.
something.
We want to talk to
Give us
everybody.
your perspective.
Do it. And
Please.
the more you do it, the more Stella's sliding through with the pigtails.
Hey.
Oh, shit. All right, everybody. Thank you once again. And shout out to Brick City, because that's exactly where we are right now. Brick City, you feel me? Oh, damn. All right, y'all. And that does it.
Have a good week.
Oh, she blew you all kisses.
Don't get excited.
You don't get shit from me, though.